Hello and welcome into TAF Gaming, guys. So as you can see, our fields are all nice and prepped now. We're up to 100% on all the 4 fields. As you can see, we are on 4 fields by Omatana. And yeah, a little catch up, guys. So if you haven't seen this series before, so these are all probably, more or less the best productions in game so far. This one, which just lit up, needs an update, to be honest. It is missing materials. But all the others seems to be working fine. Probably the biggest silo in game as well. And these are probably the biggest animal pens in game as well. So if you go back on any of my previous builds, we'll see all them being built separately and all the mods what you need for their build. So yeah, we got our bunker up here as well. That's covered now, waiting to go. And this was one of the productions we've added. It's gonna be slow, to be honest, guys. I've done a bit of testing on this. And yeah, it is going to be a slow process. You ain't going to be getting much straight away. These are the apple orchards by Omatana, another Omatana mod. I do use quite a few of Omatanas, I'm not going to lie. But this is my old process of getting stone, guys, if you haven't seen any of my plays before. I used to put these little bunkers down, and this is how I used to collect stone. But the only good thing is, it wasn't a production. But the new one was just come out. Yeah, it is a production now. I'll show you now, guys. But yeah, that's how I'd normally get stone, and as you can see, they do slowly start filling back up. But it is a long old process. But this is the new mod I've added to the game now, guys. The Omega. And yeah, it's quite a big facility, as you can see. But we've also added the stone crushers as well, which I mentioned earlier. And hopefully we're going to get some gold from there, but like I said, this is going to be a slow process, guys. So you want copper ore, gold ore, and quartz sand. And we get them from the stone crusher. But yeah, I've done a bit of testing, and yes, they are going to be really slow production. So this is going to be a long-term thing. So like I said, this series was on all about the mods. But yeah, I would have hoped it was a little bit faster, but this one is been since 22, is still #1 best mod in game for me, guys. And it's so easy. It looks a lot, and it is overwhelming if you're not sure, but all you've got to do is add water, guys, and you can do everything from water. And these are all the outgoings you're going to get. You get a lot of byproducts as well, just from making flour. And I've used this since 22, and yeah, this is the best, still the best production for making flour in my eyes. But yeah, it's just from water. You don't get any easier than that. And if you look at the byproducts, they're flying up. I'll stick another load in now, guys, and you'll see how fast this production is. It just flies. It's the best mod for me, 100%. So if you want to make flour and bread, yes. And if you need pig food, stones and chaff, they're all byproducts just from making flour. And we're at 3,000 and 2,000 at all the byproducts. And yeah, this is, like I said, this could be a really good mod if we just speeded it up. But all the other mods are working fine, apart from, like I said, that new seed production. There is a missing material. But we've started the Omatana juices now as well. And yeah, we're going pretty well, guys. Like I said, these are probably the best productions in game for me so far. There's always new ones coming out, and I don't test every one of them. But what I have tested so far, these are probably the best. And yeah, even the Omatana apples. It won't be long before we're producing pallets. And like I said, this is only the second month now, guys. So the first month was just producing the products from the greenhouses, basically. So if you want to skip this, guys, I'm basically going to do a little build by you. And like I said, we've got our selling area, and I like sticking a little park in. So I've downloaded a few decoration mods, and in the next episode I'll finish this off properly. But for now, I'm just going to do like a little layout. So if you want to skip this, guys, because like I said, it is just a little build basically, just a little layout for the park. But yeah, like I said, I do like adding things like this. It makes it more of a community area, not just selling products. Like I said, you can make it a bit of an afternoon out, or you know, a few hours on the park while you're going around all the different stalls and stuff. Have a little ice cream, have a little chill out. But yeah, that's the little role play I always have in my head. So these are all different decoration packs as well. Some of them are base game, don't get me wrong, and they're just copies of the base game ones. But yeah, they do work pretty fine. Like I said, I had most of these kind of stuff, and yeah, most of my areas like this, to be honest. If I've got a selling area, I try and add little decorations around you. So yeah, like I said guys, skip this if you want to. I'm just literally putting the layout on. But yeah, it's not really about, well, it is about the mods, because these are modded decorations. And as you can see, there is quite a few. It all depends what kind of role-play scenario you're looking for. But I do like doing areas like this. And it is quite a big choice now, to be honest. I'm hoping them bushes will go, but if not, I'll paint over them later. But yeah, I do like creating little areas like this. It just passes the time away. It's something different from farming again. And like I said, all our fields are prepped now. So it is basically just looking for something to do now, to be honest guys. So this is what I do when I'm down tools, should we say. I'll try and find something I can decorate or. But like I said, things like this, if it was for me, I would add things like this around the farm, you know. Because yeah, our house is just a little caravan in the corner at the minute. So we could change that even later on down the road. Same again, these are all like different things I've never used before. So I've downloaded them just to see what they actually was. So I'm guessing these are just going to be markings for the floor. But it is upright posts and stuff like that with signs and all on as well. But yeah, as you can see, it'd be good around the farm somewhere on some of them. But yeah, I'm just looking for the park stuff at the minute. Sorry guys. Right. The same again. No one goes this far unless you really want to. This is just, like I said, for me, my scenario with my little brain. Probably end up changing it all, but this will be different in the next bit, because I'll try the decorating and stuff like that. Sorry if you can hear any noise as well guys in the background. We got people decorating next door, so they're tapping the walls and scraping the walls, and sounds like they're sweeping the floor and hitting the skirting boards now at the moment. But yeah, there's loads of little things you can add guys. Like I said, you don't have to go to this level. This is just something in my head again. But yeah, I'll probably end up changing it and moving stuff and adding different things. Like these vehicles, you know, they are a waste of slots sometimes, but I will find in like parking areas and stuff like that. As you can see, there's a lot of decorations to choose from. I mean, an absolute ton. But if you're interested, I'll add it in the next bit. But if you're not interested in this sort of build, guys, let me know and I'll skip the build and just show you what I come up with at the end. But yeah, you need to leave me a comment, guys. But yeah, I think I'll leave it there. Thanks for your time as always, guys. Much appreciated. Bye.